YouTube, Inspired Eric here. I'm super amped about today's guitar lesson. Today is a special episode as my channel just passed 1,000 subscribers. So thank all of you so much for your continued support as my channel continues to grow. I'm super excited for the direction that my channel is heading in, and it's all because of you. Thank you again. Alright, so today's lesson is going to be about power chords. Power chords! So now that we're beginning to learn notes and chords, just to let you know, I'll be teaching this series of lessons in standard E tuning. So make sure your guitar is tuned to the key of E. The next thing you're going to want to do is, before we get started in this lesson, is you're going to go ahead and do your guitar warm-up and exercise. If you're not sure how to get your fingers warmed up, go ahead and refer to my past episodes and knock that out. So now we've got our fingers warmed up, and we are going to get started on the first power chord. Power chords! The first chord we are going to learn is the chord E. Today's chords are going to consist of us using the top three strings. String 6, 5, and 4, also known as E, A, and D. Jumping right into the finger placement of our first chord, I'm going to start off playing these chords with a clean tone, and then we'll switch over into distortion as we learn them. This E chord is going to be played with the E string open, and then our pointer finger is going to be placed on the 2nd fret of the A string, and our middle finger is going to be placed on the 2nd fret of the D string. As you can see here, I have the E, which is open, the 2nd fret, pointer finger, and the 3rd fret, middle finger. There are different ways that you can place your fingers when playing this chord. Technically speaking, you're going to always use both fingers when playing the E chord, but with this chord, as you develop different techniques, you may find it easier to use one finger. It's something that I do, but today I'm going to be teaching it exactly the same way that you would find it on a chord chart or tablature. So, we have our fingers in place. Now there's one other thing that I like to do technique-wise, is there's our G string here that we don't want to strum when playing this E power chord. Of course it can be played, but then it will take away from the low power crunch that we want from this E chord. What I like to do is I like to use my pinky finger or even my ring finger to come down and have it lightly hover over the G string where it mutes the string. You'll get a sound like this, but it won't ring out. By having that finger there, I can accidentally strum all 4 strings, but still get the proper tone from that E chord. Now, we will be using a downward stroke, and if you're new to playing chords, especially if you're just getting started and just following my previous videos, as you continue to play this E chord, you'll develop the skill where you're only hitting these 3 strings. So now I'm going to go ahead and apply some distortion so we can begin hearing the power of these chords. Power chords! Now, like I said, you can also play this chord with one finger. I primarily do this. You can hold down both with one finger on the A and the D string and still produce the same result. So by continuing to practice exercises from my previous videos, you'll continue building strength and dexterity in your hands and fingers to hold the strings down properly. Alright, so we are moving on. We're going to move into the next power chord, which is going to be an F chord. Still using the same top 3 strings, but now we're going to have 3 fingers involved. Our pointer finger, our ring finger, and our pinky finger. Alright, so my pointer finger is going to be on the E string on the 1st fret. My ring finger is going to be on the 3rd fret, so we're skipping over the 2nd fret. My ring finger is going to be on the 3rd fret on the 5th string or the A string, and my pinky finger is also going to be on the 3rd fret on the 4th string, also known as the D string. So these three strings. And with distortion. So now we have the E and we have the F. So these chords can be played all the way up the neck, but of course as you get into your songwriting, not all power chords will go together. So we've got the F. Of course, going up 1 fret at a time, we're going to go up to a F sharp. This time my pointer finger is on the 2nd fret, on the 6th string, the E string. My ring finger is on the 4th fret, my pinky finger as well on the 4th fret, and each string will be A and D. Moving up 1 fret again, we are going into the G power chord. So as you begin to play these power chords, going all the way up the neck, you'll notice that as you get up here, again probably past the 12th fret, you can play those power chords. But you can also find a lot of those chords as you slowly go up the neck by changing and going up 1 additional string. So what I mean by that is if we come all the way back down starting on the 1st fret, this time I'm going to skip playing the E string. I will no longer be playing this E string. We're going to stay in the same finger placement. Pointer finger is going to be on the A string on the 1st fret. So skipping our E string, my pointer finger is on the A string. My ring finger is going to be on the D string on the 3rd fret, and my pinky finger is going to be on the G string on the 4th fret. So again, that gives you more opportunity to continue playing easy power chords on 2 different areas of the guitar. So an easy song to begin piecing power chords together, you might want to consider a song like Green Day's Brain Stew off their Insomniac album. It goes a little something like this. Power chords are always a fun way to get started on just piecing together notes and to begin having a little more fun on the guitar. As your picking and your technique progresses, you'll begin forming songs and riffs just with basic power chords like that. One thing you can do if you want to turn this power chords into an exercise, it's very similar to what we did in our previous exercise, is just begin playing each chord and then go up the fret one at a time. Of course, starting with the open E chord. Let's put some distortion on that. So we'll start with the open E chord. Then we'll move up one fret to the first fret. And then so on to the second fret. Once my fingers have reached the 12th fret, you can go back down in that sequence. So once you've played all those power chords and you've played them all the way back down the neck, then you're going to move on to the A string with your pointer finger on that A string. And you begin going up one fret at a time, just like we did using the E string. I just wanted to keep this power chord lesson really sweet and simple. I hope that all of you are able to take something away from this today, and especially for you new beginning guitarists, I hope you can take this and start having a little more fun. So I just want to thank all of you guys again for coming back each and every lesson. I do have one in the works. That one should be coming out shortly. I hope you guys all enjoyed today's power chord lesson. Power chords! Make sure that you hit the subscribe button below. Please like and comment and even share. Let's get everyone started playing guitar. I hope you all have a rockin' weekend. Again, I'm Inspired Eric. Be well, y'all.